Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. Okay, y'all, this is my normal Tuesday, but I'm in a collaboration, the DIY inspiration with the hosts, Loli D's Creations and Lady Red Crafting, and guest host is CJ DIY. These beautiful ladies will be linked in my description box along with the entire playlist. And this is a planter's pot inspiration DIY. So let's go. All right, so I got these. I just thought they were cute. I didn't know what I was ever going to do with them, but they are iron-on transfers from Dollar Tree, and it gives you the instructions. But it's in Celsius. You got to Google to get the Fahrenheit if you really need to know it, because I didn't. So that's what I done. So, anyways, this is a little pair of jeans, a teeny tiny pair of jeans. It used to be my granddaughter's. She's grown up so big, but anyways, I'm just gonna take these, and I have a little ironing mat underneath of it and a piece of paper, and I'm gonna iron these first. This is a heat press, but you can use a dry iron to do the same thing if you choose to do so, or you could put anything on your little britches, or you can, I don't know. But anyways, once I got all the wetness out of them, I'm going to stick these, and they're sticky. That was what was weird to me. They're sticky. But I'm just going to stick them randomly around these pants legs. And then I am simply going to cover them with paper and press them down. Just follow the instructions on the back of your paper. Well, actually, I didn't find a pressing time, but they ironed down really easy and really well, and they stuck fine just for this project. So yeah, I was happy with it. All right, so I have those ironed down, and then I have these little socks I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna use the mint ones just because I like that color. But anyways, I'm gonna take these. I'll be right back. See, told you. I'm gonna get a bag. Okay, I'm gonna stuff these whole pants with bags because you can do that. It can go outside if you do that. If you choose to put real plants in it. Now look, y'all, I can't grow nothing. Okay, I can't. I have a black thumb. I can't grow anything except kids, and my kids are grown, so I'm done growing. Okay, except me, I grow a little bit, but we're not gonna talk about that now, are we? No, we are not. But anyways, let me get back. I'm gonna stuff my sock. Okay, and then I'm going to. I'm trying to figure out how to get it in there. It's not quite as wide as the pant leg, even when you smush it. Okay, but that's a lumpy foot, isn't it? But I'm just gonna hot glue, and I'm putting a lot of hot glue on there, and I'm gonna hot glue that down in there. And when I stick that sock up in there, I'm gonna push really hard and mush all that glue into the fibers. Okay, that'll help it stick better. So back here, there's a heel back there, and I need some more plastic. You know what I'm saying? I gotta fill that in right there. So I'm gonna cut part of a bag and stuff my heel until I get it the way I want it. Okay? And then when I get that the way that I want it, then I'm gonna tuck that under, pop my glue up on there, and squish that sucker flat and do the other one the exact same way. Don't get burnt. And I'm going to pull it apart to make sure that my sock's not stuck together because it looks better that way. I'm just going to go ahead and show you, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and take my bags and stuff my legs. So, yeah, that's why I didn't want it flat, see, because it makes it look weird. So, I'm just going to shove it down in there, and stick so many bags. I'm not counting bags. I'm just sticking bags in it, okay? But stick your bags in until you get your leg full. That's all I know to tell you, because it depends on what size pants you got. I don't even know what size these were. They were little, but anyways, I did the same thing to the other leg. Now, I got this garden pail from Dollar Tree, and I've had it for a long time. And I'm just going to stuff the rear end, and I'm going to, slide that down in there. Now, I didn't get it even, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to take fabric tack glue, and I'm going to run a pretty good amount of fabric tack around through there, and then take my hot glue, and then I'm going to pull my pants up to the rim of that little bucket right there. And then I'm going to take my Dollar Tree clamps. If you don't have these, you're missing out. They come in handy so much. And I'm going to go all the way around. And you see it's clamped. Now I'm going to take some paper that I get from Hobby Lobby when I buy glass things. And I'm going to fold it in. See how it's rounded at the top? I folded it in. I'm going to do another one the same way. And then I have these rocks from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to pour them in, spread them out, throw them out, and then put them back in, and yeah. And then I have some more white ones, and I'm just going to mix some of these in just because I think they look a little better. That's just me. I'm throwing rocks everywhere. Now I got these succulents that I've had forever and a day. I put that one in the middle because I wanted the fountain one. I love it. It's really pretty, but that one I put in there made more sense. And then I had these other two really pretty ones, and I stuck them in there. And then I just stuck a couple on the sides. Now, if I'd had small ones or any hanging down, that would have been beautiful, but I didn't have it. This is all I had, so this is what I did. And since I can't grow anything, this is just going to work. So yeah, so there. I got my succulents in there. And now I'm going to take this burlap colored ribbon. I got it at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to run it around my belt loops here. And then I will flatten that out and tie a bow in the front. Just tie a bow like you would tie your shoelaces. That's all. I will show you that in the final reveal. I got a phone call and lost my mind. I painted one of these little terracotta pots with cashew and a little half bead. Don't ask me what size, I don't know. I can't do a face to save my life, so I found parts on Google, and I just printed parts from Google. These are the smallest little glasses, okay? These are stickers from Hobby Lobby, and I am going to, oh, now look, I'm going to cut these eyes out because I'm not going to put a white face on that pot. These cut out very easy, okay? And I'm going to Mod Podge them down. I'll show you how I do it in a minute, but I used super glue. I tried to use super glue to put the glasses on, and that didn't work. So I ended up using, what did I use? So I set my eye down. I'll get back to it. I set my eye down, and I'm going to trace out where that eye goes, okay? And then I'll do the same to the other side here. It looks a mess. I'm going to stop it to do this, but I'm going to trace my eyes out, and then I'm going to Mod Podge them down. All right, y'all, I have some subscriber shares. They have been busy. So the first one is La Bella Faye. She made a beautiful little spring wreath that could actually transition into fall, I think. But yeah, and then Tracy Clyde did all these beautiful, beautiful spiritual inspirations, and I love her napkin. And I appreciate y'all sharing these. I really do. It means the world to me. And then we have Talitha Bowman. Boy, she's been busy. She made a beautiful wreath too. A couple of them, or a few of them, and then a little rabbit jumping in a hole. But yeah, and then Mary Martinez jumping in a hole. Why did I say that? Jumping in a bucket. And then Mary Martinez loves my dish towels, and I love it, y'all. Now let's get back to this, okay? I took what is that? Titebond Quick and Thick, and I used clamps to hold her glasses down while I ran and got something to eat. Okay, hot glue, and that Titebond is what's going to hold her little knobby nose and her glasses on, and then I decoupaged her mouth on. Why does she look disgruntled? Because she is going to have a ladybug on her nose. Yep, Miss Daisy has a ladybug on her nose. I wouldn't be having that face. I'd be screaming and smacking myself. But anyway, yeah. So there that is. I think this thing is so stinking cute. Okay, let me clean up my mess. Now, I got to, I took a paint pen and put some eyebrows on and some little things on her eyes. And now I've got this Distressed Oxide, and I'm giving her some pink cheeks. And I'm going to rub a little smidgen on her nose under that. Yeah, just to give her a little something under there. I think it's cute. But anyway, y'all, this is a better face than I could have ever painted or drew or anything, because I can't do it. But anyhow, so with daisies, I don't know why, but I like dark blue with daisies, or black and white with daisies. So I've got this fabric, and this first snip didn't work, so I got to snip and rip again. So yeah, I always do my fabric like this most of the time when I'm doing DIYs because I love that ragged edge. So if you rip it, it comes out that raggedy edge there. Now I was going to just wrap this around her head and tie it, but that didn't work out for me. I didn't like it one iota. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off. All right, and I'm going to pinch it, and then I'm going to glue that down. Now, I admit I glued it in the wrong spot. I had to take it off and glue it more toward the front by her eye. But all I'm going to do is scrunch this around there and scrunch it up and glue it back down, okay? And then I'll show you what else I do. I'm trying to scrunch it here, so let me get that on. Okay, now I'm going to take that same fabric and I'm going to tie a knot in the middle somewhere. Not a tight knot. I want a loose, big knot. Now I'm going to take and round out my edges, okay? And that didn't work. So I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to round out my edges. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And this is what I'm going to use to make my little tie bow thing. But I did take this off and rearrange it more to the front. But all I'm going to do is glue that little bow down. Once I got that on and rearranged the way I want, I shoved some spare pieces of floral foam down in there. And then I'm going to take some green moss, and this looked like her hair. And I thought it was so cute. And I took off too much. I should have left it bushy because I really, really liked it. But when I get the flowers in, you won't know anyway. I don't think. So I'm just going to put a ton of glue on there to glue my moss down. Make sure you don't get burnt if you do this project. But she is so stinking cute. I love it. Now, I'm not a floral arranger, okay? And you'll see that in the end. I'm in my last project. But this right here, this, I'm pretty sure, is my favorite. I really love the jeans. And you know I love roses, so just wait till the last one. But I'm pretty sure that Miss Daisy's my favorite. So I've got these scrap daisies, and they're smaller than some other ones I got. So I'm just going to cut them off, and I'm leaving the green on them, and just poke them down in my floral foam and arrange it, the way I think I like it. And I put the bigger ones in the middle, and then I'm going to stick the smaller ones around the edge, and there she is. You'll see her better in the final reveal. And now I have one of these things from Dollar Tree. I've had, oh my goodness, I picked up a few of them because I thought they were cute. And I've got this one left, and I have another one that I've redone. But anyways, I'm going to take white Adirondack. I think's how you say it, Adirondack. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It's white chalk paint. And I'm going to sand the shiny off of this metal because, paint don't want to stick to metal. So I'm going to sand it off. And then I'm going to wipe it down with white distilled vinegar. And what that does is it, one, gets all that dust off, but two, it helps the paint to stick better. So that's what I'm going to do, as far as to get it painted. And then I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and I'm going to pull that wire and bend it out and take that handle out so that I can paint it and not paint my rusty handle. Okay. So I'm going to sand it, wash it, paint it. Alrighty. Now I got this that I printed on vellum, and I will never print on vellum again. I hated this. It was easy to rip. I just stuck my ruler down there and pushed down and then pulled my paper back. It ripped real easy, but you talk about wrinkling and warping. This was not my favorite thing. I like printing on my mulberry paper way better than this. But I printed it, and then I went over it with some clear spray paint and let that dry, and it's been drying for a long time. And I'm going to take my fan brush, and I'm just going to take regular matte Mod Podge, and I am going to put a thin layer down. Y'all, this is the funny thing. When I use my fan brush, when I want to put a thin layer to do most napkins and thin papers, it's still wrinkled because a fan brush puts little Mod Podge down so it doesn't cause wrinkles, But this just wrinkled. I hated it. I hated it. If you know a trick, if you've ever done it printing on vellum, please let your girl know, but I don't care for it myself. So I'm going to go around and sneak my brush under there and put a little bit of Mod Podge under there. And I'm going to work with this, and you don't have to watch me. You've seen people Mod Podge before. And I'm just going to trim it because it kept flopping around there. And I'm going to trim it up and lay it down and I have to work with this for a long time, so I'll catch you in a second. Okay, second. Um, so I finally got it down. It took me, I don't even know how long. And I'm just going to take my white paint, and I went too far. I had to wash that off real quick, but I'm going to take my white paint and go around it and then wipe it off. And then I'm going to take my ground espresso, I think. It's darker, and I'm going to go around this and distress it. Now, if you don't want to do that, don't do that. And I did find this printable, it might have been a Facebook group. I'm not sure where I got it. I might have went into a AI thing and made it myself. I don't remember. I really don't remember. But anyways, there it is. I might have got it from design bundles. I don't know. But anyway, you can Google whatever image and print it out and do this, but I wouldn't print it on vellum. I'm just going to tell you. But I'm just dirtying this up a little bit and make sure I go around the rim and everything. And then I'm going to take Mod Podge. I left it laying there, and I'm going to take my fan brush and put just a little bit on there and take cinnamon. You can use cinnamon. You can use allspice. You can use pumpkin spice. You can do whatever you want. And put it on there. You can actually do ground coffee if you want it to look like dirt, but I want it rust. So, I'm not touching any of the cinnamon right now. I'm just putting cinnamon on it. When I get the cinnamon on it, around where I want it, and I tap it all off, I'm going to pounce Mod Podge in it, and I'm doing a pouncing motion, and this really brings it up and makes it look like rust on the surface when it dries. So I like this a whole lot better than just sticking cinnamon on, and it seals it in. See how it does? Love it. So I'm going to put my handle back in, and then I'm going to pinch it with my pinchies, or they're pinchies. They're needle nose pliers that I had down there. And yeah, my handle's on. Now all I gotta do is put my little flowers in there, and these come from Hobby Lobby in the wedding section maybe, or somewhere around in there. They didn't fit, so I'm gonna take a piece of paper and stick it in the bottom, and then I'm going to put them down in there. So yeah, there's my paper. It's just tissue paper, and I'm gonna stick it down in there, and then tuck my flowers in. This is where I'm not a flower arranger. I'm not a florist. This is terrible. So I got those in there. Should have left those in there. But I thought I wanted some of these white baby breath things in there. Beads, seeds, things. I don't know. So I'm tucking some of them in there. But yeah, I'll show you in the final reveal what it looks like. All right. And here is the final reveal. Look at my pants. I love her. I love Daisy back there. But anyway, there's them pants. They're cute. They'd be cute, on a shelf or mantle or on a table out on your yard or whatever. But anyways, there's the little bow. I just tied a bow in it, like I said. And then, yeah, there it is. And there, I'm going to bring you up, and then I'm going to put a picture in, because that's what it looked like before. And then I decided it needed something. So I added a piece of cheesecloth that I stained with coffee and a bow on the side. So there's that one, and it's very beautiful. I love it. And then there's Miss Daisy, and I added 2 ladybugs on her flowers to match the one on her nose that she's looking at. If that were me, I'd have been running and smacked my glasses off. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out everybody that's listed in my description box, and the playlist and the hosts and all that jazz. Until next time, remember, you are a blessing. Goodbye.